What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Now today we're going to check out the pregame show from NBA 2K2 all the way up to NBA 2K18 through the years. Now I did one for NCAA and Madden. You can check those videos out as well. I'm going to get them out the way. Peace.
We're at the First Union Center in Philadelphia, PA. I'm Bob Steele, and with me is Rod West. Thanks for tuning in to the NBA preseason right here on the Sega Sports Network. Without any further ado, let's go to the court for the player introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention courtside for the player introduction. First, for the Orlando Magic at guard, Daryl Armstrong. Also at guard, Tracy McGrady. At forward, Grant Hill. Also at forward, Horace Grant. At center, Stephen Hunter. Head coach, Doc Rivers. And now the starting lineup for your Philadelphia 76ers. And guard, out of Michigan State, 6'3", number 20. Also at guard, from Georgetown, 6'1", number 3. Tech, 6'7", number 21. Also at forward, out of Syracuse, 6'10", number 44. Gary Goldstein. At center, from Georgetown, 7'2", number 55.
This is the NBA on ESPN. I'm Kevin Frazier. The Lakers come in looking to prove that the stars are on the court, not in the front row. Shaq is going to show you what separates the mere mortals from the superstars. You might want to take a few notes. They're going toe-to-toe with the Kings. Mike Bibby has to be the catalyst today and turn this game into a track meet. Kings, Lakers, it's going to be a showdown.
Welcome, all you basketball fans. We're here at the Staples Center in Los Angeles. Welcome, everybody. I'm Bob Fitzgerald, along with my tag team partner, Tom Tolbert. And Tommy, every game needs its stars. Give us a little insight into tonight's matchup.
Fitz, I think we got to pay attention to this fella. Shaquille O'Neal has got some hops. If he gets airborne, you're going to see some sneaker prints on somebody's back. On the other side, you've got another good shooter. Mike Bibby is a gifted scorer who's always looking to create. He's the kind of player you pay to see.
Thanks, Tom. Just about time to tip it off. Welcome, everybody. We're here at the Staples Center in Los Angeles. I'm Bob Steele, and I'm here with my partner, Rod West. Let's take a quick look at the starters. Any thoughts, Rod?
Kerry Kittles is a great ball handler, so a lot of pressure rests on his shoulders. The coach is counting on him to play mistake-free basketball.
Thanks, Rod. Let's head courtside for the player introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention courtside for the player introductions. First, for the New Jersey Nets. At center, Dikembe Mutombo. At forward, Kenyon Martin. Also at forward, Richard Jefferson. At guard, Kerry Kittles. Also at guard, Jason Kidd. And now the starting lineup for your Los Angeles Lakers. At the forward position, from Louisville, 6'9", number 52, Samaki Walker. Also at forward, from North Carolina,
It's time to ball, y'all. I'm Stuart Scott, and it is almost time to do the thing. Rasheed Wallace, maybe the most misunderstood player in the league, but all this guy wants to do is win. He's got that flexible game that allows him to go inside and bang, or take a defender out on the perimeter and just drop the J right in his grill. Sheed, a tough matchup for anybody. Pacers, Pistons. Time right about now.
Welcome aboard, Hoop fans. We're here at the Palace of Auburn Hills in Detroit. The visiting Indiana Pacers will square off against the Pistons here on ESPN. Good evening. Along with Michelle Tafoya and Bill Walton, I'm Bob Fitzgerald. Bill, as we take a look at both teams, what do you think will be the keys to victory?
Fitz, you have to be pretty good just to get on the floor in this league, but these guys are really something special. Chauncey Billups is a supremely talented player. You just don't find that many players with the kind of ball handling ability that he possesses. His moves may look flashy, but boy, are they ever effective. And on the other side is another guy who can certainly take over this game. Jermaine O'Neal is one of the most dominant power forwards in the entire league. His shot blocking ability makes his whole team better defensively. His teammates can pressure the ball on the perimeter, knowing he's back to help out if they get beat.
Thank you, Bill. We're just about ready for the tip to get this one started.
Welcome to this NBA exhibition matchup here in Oakland, California. The visiting Houston Rockets will face off against the Warriors here on the 2K6 Sports Network. Hi there, along with Craig Sager and Kenny Smith, I'm Kevin Harlan.
Well, Kevin, two teams out there, they're ready to throw down under the lights, so this should be a fun game to watch.
Now as we get set for the game to begin, let's take a look at the Toyota key matchup of the game. Kenny?
Well, Kevin, this game features an exciting matchup at the point. Davis is clearly among the greatest point guards in the entire league. His solid build reminds me of a running back, and he uses his strength to muscle up and get wherever he wants to on the court. His opponent on the other end is no slouch either. Sura is one of the better point guards in the league. He's such a hard worker. He can do a little bit of everything. A great competitor, no question.
Now let's take a quick look at the starting lineups as we're just about ready to get this one started.
The Warriors have a terrific range and can really hurt you from the outside. The Rockets have ferocious shot blockers who wreak havoc on the defensive end.
Thanks, Kenny. And without further ado, it looks like we're setting up for the tip-off. Welcome, everyone. It's nearly tip-off time here in Miami. The visiting Dallas Mavericks will face off against the Heat. Hello, everybody. I'm Kevin Harlan, here with Kenny Smith. Craig Sager will join us later on. Well, it's time for the tip-off. Let's get... Welcome, everyone. We're here in San Antonio. The visiting Cleveland Cavaliers will face off against the Spurs. Along with Kenny Smith and Craig Sager, this is Kevin Harlan. Now, as we get set, T-Mobile presents the starting five lineups. And without further ado, it looks like they're setting up for the tip-off.
A two-way terror. He's the preeminent shooting guard in the NBA. Kobe Bryant and the Los Angeles Lakers will try to take one on the road in this exhibition game against the reigning NBA champion Boston Celtics and the Olympic gold medalist Ray Allen. The Los Angeles Lakers versus the Boston Celtics. Up next on the 2K Sports Network.
He does it all, the Black Mamba. Kobe Bryant getting ready to roll.
Sleek and lethal from anywhere on the court, and he gets it done at the defensive end, too.
Here with Clark Kellogg and Cheryl Miller, this is Kevin Harlan. Now, as we get set, T-Mobile presents the starting five lineups. Well, we're just about ready for the tip to get this one started. Thanks for joining us. We bring you the NBA on 2K Sports. With Cheryl Miller and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Crowd here in anticipation of their home team, Lakers, in an interconference battle here at the Staples Center. And T-Mobile's starting lineup for Phil Jackson and Mike Brown. Now let's check out the Sprite ice-cold keys to the game as we take a look at Cleveland. Tell me, Clark, what's going to be the key taking on the Lakers?
Well, the challenge is going to be trying to slow down their offense. One of the top-scoring teams in the league a season ago. They love that high-possession, high-efficiency offense, so you've got to be ready to match their energy and hustle back on defense.
Monday hoops coming up. The spidery small forward with the lethal trigger, Kevin Durant and the Oklahoma City Thunder go up against the Miami Heat in their power forward with a deadly face-up attack, Chris Bosh. Oklahoma City, Miami, coming up next.
It's a road game for the Thunder, and they're facing an interconference matchup in today's game. We are live at the American Airlines Arena, where the Heat have home court advantage. 2K Sports presents our NBA broadcast. So glad you could be with us. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Westbrook and Cephalosha in the backcourt. Green at power forward and Kristich at the center. And Durant. And for the Heat, LeBron and Bosh are the 3 and the 4. D-Wade out there with Mike Miller and Anthony. You know, Clark, considering the Heat were a team with so many free agents, a lot of whom knew they might not be coming back, they had remarkable chemistry in their locker room.
Yeah, I think that's a credit to the character of the players, but also the coaching staff. But they did a great job of playing unselfishly and focusing on wins over individual numbers. And I think you'd have to give a lot of that credit to the leadership of Dwyane Wade, quite honestly, Kevin.
Welcome to NBA basketball. I'm Damon Bruce, and we've got it for you here on 2K Sports. Monday hoops coming up. It's going to be the New York Knicks up against Joakim Noah and the Chicago Bulls. And we're ready for tip-off in Chicago. Kevin Harlan and the crew with a call.
Fake, yeah, down. I can't relate. Sewn off in the clouds. I got that cake, down off of her say. Can I just say that po-po ain't around? Yeah. Get up on the track now, running like I'm bold. Ain't no going back.
It's an all-Eastern Conference affair this time for the traveling New York Knicks. Bringing you another exciting NBA broadcast here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joining me, Clark Kellogg, and Steve Kerr. And now, State Farm presents New York's starting 5. Melo and Amari at the forward slots. Jeremy Lin is out there with Landry Fields. And it's Chandler in at the center. And for the Bulls, Carlos Boozer and Joakim Noah, they're inside. Rose and Dang on the floor. And it's Hamilton in at the 2 spot.
Well, fellas, you know, Melo coming over to the Knicks, a big story around the league, really, as the Knicks like to make headlines, and they did with that move. Some, though, can criticize New York for being more concerned with being on the front page than actually winning. I'm not sure I quite agree with that, but certainly some people may have felt that way.
Both sides on the floor getting ready for the game ahead. It's almost that time. Hello, everyone. Get ready for NBA action live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my partners Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. Now let's check out the State Farm starting lineups. First for the Thunder, the backcourt comprised of Russell Westbrook and Thabo Cephalosha. And in the paint, holding down the pivot, a physical and bruising big man at 6'10", Big Perk, Kendrick Perkins. And it's Durant, and it's Ibaka in at the 4 spot. And for the Clippers, it's Chris Paul and Chauncey Billups at the 1 and the 2. And inside at center, a long 6'11", the skyscraping big man out of Texas A&M, DeAndre Jordan. And it's Caron Butler, and it's Griffin in at the 4 spot.
You know, one of the things the Clippers did really well last year, guys, was they competed against the Western Conference at a pretty high level, and that's not easy. I mean, the West is definitely the stronger of the two conferences, so for the Clippers to fare well against that group of teams was pretty impressive.
But you can never walk alone. But you can never walk alone. On the way to being free. Where are you? But you can never walk alone. On the way to being free. Where are you? Where are you? But you can never walk alone. On the way to being free. Welcome fans to 2K Sports Tuesday night presentation of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan. Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr are by my side. Doris Burke will be reporting from the sidelines. Pacers looking to make the most out of their home court advantage here in Indianapolis. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. And guys, taking a look at Dwyane Wade, what will we see from him?
Yeah, he's an exciting player, Kevin, with outstanding speed, and I love his aggressive attitude. He will explode when he gets into the open court, and he does so much for his team's tempo and pace when he's on the court. And you know what else, Steve? Watching him run the pick and roll is like watching poetry in motion. I mean, this guy has that basic play down pat. He's unstoppable when he runs it. You know, when something works for you, you stay with it. The Heat saw after the 2012 finals that small ball was very effective for them. You can see why they chose to do that, given how hard it is to find a power forward that can match up with LeBron. Makes good sense.
Now, the 2K Sports pregame show, brought to you by Sprite.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal on 2K Sports, and the NBA season is about to begin. And Oklahoma City is where we'll be going just moments from now, as the Thunder will be going up against the San Antonio Spurs. You take a look at the Spurs. There's been a lot of discussion about them in the offseason, and even though today won't count in the standings, still such an exciting day in the NBA, watching the teams take the court for the first time. Let me tell you something about Tim Duncan there, big fella. And maybe you knew this, maybe you didn't. I have no idea. Spurs have the best winning percentage of any team in any of the four major American sports since Tim Duncan was drafted.
The ageless one, Ernie, just keeps producing. Their winning tradition is a testament to him and the great Spurs organization. There was a time when we wondered, Ernie, up here at the desk, we wondered if his legs would hold up. They always get written off so many times, but they just keep on winning.
And you like to call him?
The Big Fundamentals.
I just like to call him Old Man River Walk. Here's Kevin Harlan.
Let's meet your Oklahoma City Thunder starting lineup. Starting at shooting guard, 6 feet 7 inches, number 21, Andre Roberson. At the center position, at 7 foot 0 inches, number 12, Steven Adams. Is your head coach. Hello and thanks for joining us, 2K Sports fans, for another exciting presentation of NBA basketball. With Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. We've got a Western Conference battle ready to get rolling, and this Oklahoma City crowd wants some love from their Thunder.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. We're glad to have you with us on 2K Sports. And tonight, it'll be the Houston Rockets going up against the Warriors out in Oakland. Well, for Golden State, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. Always a show being put on by one of the featured players in our game tonight, James Harden. Last season, we saw him go on an absolute scoring rampage. Shaq, is he the best offensive player in the league?
He's in the top three. You know, he has the ability to hit shots from anywhere. He could take it to the rack. He gets guys in foul trouble. But I have yet to see a guy guard him effectively. So, you know, he's in the top three, Ernie.
For my dinero, for my money.
I know what dinero is.
Just in case you weren't bilingual.
I thought you were talking about Robert De Niro.
See, okay. Exactly. So some of us aren't bilingual. I would have that guy take my last shot. He is
over Steph Curry
for the money.
Stop it.
Because he can get to the rim and get the foul.
Stop it.
And get to the free throw line. For my dinero.
Stop it.
Not my dollars, but my dinero.
Have you ever had a beard, Kenny?
A beard?
Yeah.
That's very random, but no, I have not.
Like James Harden. I mean, no. James Harden's got the free-flowing
Yeah,
thing.
that's true. I've never had a beard ever. I had a goatee.
No,
that's
you had
the best
mustache.
I could do.
You had a little baby mustache.
Yeah, I had a baby mustache.
I remember.
It was a little extra thick, too.
The Groucho Marx.
Yes.
That's going to wrap it up for us from here for now. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you later on, whether you like it or not.
The sold-out and noisy Oracle Arena. We'll see the Houston Rockets facing the Golden State Warriors. Thanks for joining us as we get set to bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and courtside Doris Burke.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show, sponsored by Kia.
Tonight, two teams begin a new journey. The beginning of the NBA regular season.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody. Ernie Johnson, joined by my colleagues and my friends.
Oh, wow.
My buds. Yeah. Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, it's the Washington Wizards as they'll be playing against the Boston Celtics. Well, for Boston, coming into this matchup with no shortage of confidence, they won all 4 games against this team last season. And what a joy to behold opening night of a new NBA season. A fresh start for everybody, including us. Shaq, what are you looking forward to this year?
Well, some of the almost teams that couldn't get over the hump last year, I'm interested in to see if they've taken that next step. It's always interesting to see the young players and how they develop during the offseason. Were you partying or were you practicing?
Ooh, I like the party practice thing, the P or the P. But I'll tell you what, this is the time of optimism. Everyone says it's a fresh start. It's 0-0. We should all be in the mix, but that's not reality. But I like the optimism right now. Fantastic.
Yeah. Opening night, fresh start. Have you lost weight?
Yes, I have.
You look tremendous.
I really have. Thank you, Ernest.
Shaq, just a physical specimen. That's all I can say.
Was that a low blow, Ernie?
It was not, as a matter of fact. You look great. It's been, we had an off season, and here we are, and you look like you're in game shape.
Because I'm really optimistic about the question. Oh, you throw a big word, I throw a big word. Optimism, optimistic. But don't matter. It's still a big word.
That'll wrap it up as we take you courtside. Thank you so much for joining us. You do. You look great.
And yes, Ernie, I lost 2 pounds over the whole summer.
Verizon Center filled to capacity. This is Kevin Harlan at the table alongside Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge from the sideline. Final in the Eastern Conference, this DC crowd hoping to watch their Wizards come out on top. And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Well, thank you, Kevin. Hey, this Celtics team has established defense as a key part of its identity. Coach Brad Stevens said, it's got to be our DNA. If it's not, we're in trouble. Forward Jay Crowder added, we play hard. Guys don't like that in this league. They want an easy, flowing game, but we play hard. Kevin?
They've got some tough physical players, DA. They don't take plays off.
The 2K Sports Pregame Show.
NBA regular season opener for a couple of teams. Thank you all for tuning in. So happy you're here. I'm ecstatic that you're here. And I'm really happy that Kenny and Shaq are here, too.
I miss you too, Ernie.
Thank you. Me too. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Boston Celtics as they go up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. And for Cleveland, this is a team they played pretty well against last season, going 3-1. They'll look to keep that edge tonight. And fellas, a new season about to begin. Clean slate. Plenty of hopes and dreams out there. Kenny, how do you spot a new legitimate contender?
I usually look for the team with good balance, where one guy isn't doing everything. One guy can facilitate everything, but he can't do everything. So offense, defense, balance, and they gotta have a big shot maker.
You know, I look for unselfishness, guys playing with each other, mental toughness. No weak-minded team has ever won a championship, Ernie.
How about continuity, too? How about very little changeover from a team that was really good the previous year, may not have gone as far as they wanted, but returning the same bunch?
That helps.
Yeah.
Well said.
Yeah.
No need to add anything to that.
Continuity. Yeah. Kevin Harlan knows all about that.
The starting lineup for the visiting Cleveland Cavaliers. At shooting guard, J.R. Smith. At center, Tristan Thompson. At power forward, Kevin Love. At the other guard position, Isaiah Thomas. At the other forward position, LeBron James. The head coach of the visiting team is Dwyane Wade. At the other forward position, standing 6'8", number 20, Gordon Hayward. The other guard, at 6'3", number 11, Kyrie Irving. Your head coach is Brad Stevens. Let's hear it for your Boston Celtics.
With Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge, Kevin Harlan. It's a special night because we're sitting alongside former NBA champion, MVP Kevin Garnett. We're so excited to have you here.
How you doing, Kev,
I'm
man?
doing great. Now that you're here, this is terrific.
Man, it's good to see you, man.
We'll see the Cleveland Cavaliers taking on the Boston Celtics.